if you do have bigger ambitions beyond that, the first thing you have to focus on is impression. And Amazon will actually benefit from this. This is not secluded. What you have to do is spread your wings far enough to say, okay, I am now absorbing something. This is not separate from my Amazon business.
Okay, here we are with Ryan Dumin. So Ryan, before we get started, why don't you tell us who you are, how long have you been in the marketing world, what do you do here at Bullseye Sellers?
I'm a marketing manager. I've been doing this for about 10 years. And I think, I don't even know where I started off. I started off getting leads for a business that I owned at the time. That's how I started it. And then I helped other people get leads, brick and mortar businesses back in South Africa, mostly Meta and Google. And then I started a drop shipping store. I did pretty well with that, an e-com store, and then I sold it. And then I started helping people with e-com stores with their marketing. In between there, I had an Amazon brand. We were in the beauty space. Anyway, long story short, I have a number of customers. I specialize in helping them off of Amazon. And the most important thing that I have to help them with is mindset, because Amazon is like a casino and people get addicted to these short, instant gratification wins. And it's just unrealistic and it's not really profitable. And you're sucked into this ecosystem where you have to pay to play all the time with your Amazon PPC. It works, but you have to do that and you have to continuously do that. There's no other way. So it's part of the rules. And my biggest hurdle mindset wise, brands helping them expand and become a real brand, not an Amazon seller, a huge difference is getting them used to the fact that they actually have to start accepting the fact that nobody knows about them. And they have to start accepting the fact that they're starting from nowhere and they are working their way into society. Because a lot of people come to me and they say,
sellers,
go ahead.
Even some Amazon sellers that are not a brand, they're just selling Amazon products. They're selling hundreds of thousands of dollars, but nobody knows their brand. No, they might sell lighters or they might sell some gadgets.
They are not a brand. They're not a brand. They're not a brand. They are an Amazon seller. There's a huge difference. A brand is a household name. It's a known name. It's somebody. It's a name that people will recognize you by and find you. And you have to expand off of Amazon to be able to become a real brand.
That's right. Now here at Bullseye Sellers, we have 5 teams. There's a little lag, but it's okay. I can hear you. I can hear you good. Well, it's just a little lag. Here at Bullseye Sellers, there's 5 teams. We help Amazon sellers with Amazon account management, but you're the only team that is doing external traffic like Google ads, even email marketing or Meta ads. And like you're saying, you got to have that top of funnel branding, which is you cannot create it inside Amazon. It has to be outside Amazon. Tell us a little bit about how you do that. I know we only have about another 7 minutes or 10 minutes left, but how do you do that and what's the importance of that?
So it's funny. This is a controversial subject because I've been to a number of events in the USA with a lot of Amazon sellers and a lot of big sellers, not a lot. I've seen some big sellers talk about how unimportant it is to market yourself off of Amazon. And that's fine if all you're ever going to be is a rabbit on the wheel and in the Amazon ecosystem. I mean, a hamster on the wheel in the Amazon ecosystem. That's totally fine. But if you do have bigger ambitions beyond that, the first thing you have to focus on is impression. And Amazon will actually benefit from this. This is not secluded. What you have to do is spread your wings far enough to say, okay, I am now absorbing something. This is not separate from my Amazon business. I am just incurring additional fees as part of what I'm doing on Amazon, because the interest that you generate off of Amazon is not necessarily going to be buying from the outlets off of Amazon. If you make it big on TikTok, the people close TikTok and buy your product on Amazon. If you make it really big on Meta, your Shopify sales will go up, but your Amazon sales will benefit even more. People love the convenience of Amazon. Your purchases, your clients love it. But for you to stay top of mind, what is the age group demographic of your clientele? If it's an older demographic, you got to be on Meta. If it's a younger demographic, you got to be on TikTok. If you're somewhere in between, you got to do both. Now, if you're breaking even on those 2 platforms, you're doing fantastic because you're getting free top of funnel impressions. And the biggest, most overlooked metric for any brand wanting to expand is impression. And if your impressions are going up and your sales is not increasing globally, when I say globally, I mean across all your platforms, all your channels, that means you're targeting the wrong audience, because your impressions going up to the right audience will give you more sales. Now, more importantly than that, they're going to give you more new customers, new names, first-time purchasers. This is the only way you can expand. You can sell to Tom and Jane all day long, okay? They can come and buy your product on Monday, and they can come back on Tuesday, they can come back on Wednesday, and they can come back on Thursday. But you're still selling to 2 people. And let's just expand it by 100. You've got 100 of these 2 people. Now you've got 200 people that you're selling to all day long, every day. You're still only selling to 200. Only way. There is no other way. There is only one way. Is you have to have a massive effort on the top for as little cost as possible. It's not about ROAS. It's not about return. It's about reaching people, touching them for the first time. First touch point. And then re-engaging them for the second time. By the time you hit touch point number 12, they will be a customer. Sometimes you have the right
you hit
audience.
Them on email, Meta, Instagram, Google, like when you say 12 touches, same channel 12 times, or just hit him in
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, the thing is you need to cast a net. So you cast your net, your bottom of funnel net is going to be mostly your Google ad. Okay? That's where people are searching for you. So they're searching for your name brand, they're searching for your product, but you're there. And people, I have a lot of time pushback saying, well, if people are searching for me, they're going to buy my product anyway. Well, that's not necessarily true, because it's totally legal to bid on competitors' keywords. And many times brands do this, and resellers do this. So people that resell your product, they buy it from you and they resell it, they will be bidding on your keywords. You will not be getting those sales. Other people bidding on your keywords, there's nothing you can do about that. So having a preventative brand name strategy, having a strategy out on Google with key keywords that people will be searching when they're searching for you, and your niche, whatever it is that you're involved in, you need to be saturated. You need to have enough budget to be able to pick up all the search and that's your bottom of funnel web net. Now you need to go a little bit higher, and you need to get into the discussion phase, the thinking phase. This is going to be part of your Meta, Instagram, TikTok outflow. It's people talking about how they've loved your product, real use cases, UGC content. Over and above that, you're going to have promotions to new people to brand, people to try you out for the first time, 50% off whatever you like of my website in any amount, provided it's your first purchase. Try me, okay? Sometimes, there's all kinds of deals you can make with people, but you want to get your product in their hand at any cost. At any cost, you need somebody to have your product in their hand and try it. And if it's a good product, they will use it again and they will buy it again. They will enjoy the experience, and they will know, like, and trust you, and they will buy you again. And that only happens from first metric of impression. Again, impressions to the right audience increases sales. Impressions to the wrong audience doesn't increase sales. So you have to navigate, and it is a navigation. You have to navigate the space that you're in and you're putting your message out to make sure that you're able to actually capture the right audience. And you don't know in the beginning, you think you know, but eventually you figure it out, because you figure out which audiences bring you sales, and you start marketing more towards these people. You tailor your messages more to these people, and you give them incentivized offers that they want to be taken. If somebody came up to me and told me that I should buy a hairdryer, or they're going to give me the most expensive hairdryer for free, I don't want it. I'm not interested. Or maybe I'll take it and give it to my wife. But it's just not a product I'm interested in. So all of those things are important, but starts with number one. The most neglected metric on any brand is impressions and top of funnel, because it does not bring in a return on ad spend. There is very little ROAS. It's mostly a loss. And an Amazon seller, to tell an Amazon seller that they need to go through this for 6 to 12 months for specific campaigns and monitor them separately is too painful. They can't bear the pain because they're addicted to the casino of Amazon. If I just take that money and spend it on Amazon PPC, I will make more money. Yes, but it's at the expense of what? No growth.
Right. That makes total sense. I mean, one of the biggest supplement brands, they do gummies called Golly Nutrition. I was looking at their TikTok shop. They've sold, I'm checking at it now actually, 2 million. I don't think you can see it, but 2 million units sold on TikTok, right? 2 million units. Anyway, I see them from time to time selling a product for 1 cent, and they probably sell thousands upon thousands. That's top of funnel, introducing people to the brand. Obviously, they want to show reviews, they want to show sales volume, but also introducing people to the brand. They're clearly doing something right.
You need to get market share. You need to get your product into your hands of your customer. And for the very first time, it's a very competitive space, no matter what you're doing. People know, like, and trust what they do. So you've got to get in there. And you've got to use whatever it is you can to be able to get in there and get your product into their hands. But before you even get your product into your hands, they've got to see you. They've got to see you first. That's why an impression is so important. I have people sometimes tell me, well, I don't trust Facebook metrics, reporting metrics, because they report on impression. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people having a view through conversion. What does it mean? They viewed your ad, and within a certain select period of time, they also purchased the product. They didn't click on your ad and purchase the product. Now, Meta reports that as a conversion. They use view through conversions as a metric. This is a very important metric. And people say, well, if I add my Meta conversions and my Google conversion, I overshoot the actual conversions. The answer, yes, that's true. Because people might have viewed you on Meta and then searched and clicked on a Google ad, and Google's taken the credit. But where did that initial impression come from? From Meta. They viewed you on Meta. Now, if that didn't happen, you wouldn't have had the purchase. So it is very important.
True.
Is it more important than the click? I don't know if it's more important than the click. Is it as important as the click? Yes.
Yeah, that's genius. So I know some brands, if they want to expand and grow their Amazon sales, it's better to start with Meta, sometimes Google, sometimes email marketing, sometimes none of the above. And before you do anything, you got to fix your list. You got to optimize your listing to increase on conversion so you don't waste time. So if somebody wants a consultation with you to see what they can do to drive more traffic, more impressions, more sales, how do they find you? Where do they email you? How do they find you to book a call?
So it's easy, Ryan@bullseyesellers.com, and there's a link, book a call. But yeah, I'm happy to talk to anybody to find out where they're at. I mean, you're right. Some brands some Amazon sellers are not saturated in their niche or in their category. They have so much more room to grow. I wouldn't think about taking them very much off of Amazon, but there's a lot of sellers who are trying everything they can and they're just not getting anywhere. Those are the people I want to talk to. Those are the people that I can really help. And it starts off slow. It's not a miracle. It's not like another Amazon. It's not like Amazon times 2. It takes some time, but it does produce growth. And the beauty of it is you grow on Amazon too. So yeah, that's kind of the ideal person. I mean, I will also be able to help the people that are on Amazon that need more market share, providing you're aggressive. I can help you on Amazon and help you manage your brand there too. But I can't help you if you're sitting and you already know it all and you're not going to listen and you have all the answers. I mean, then you got to just do what you know.
Yeah,
but if you're
totally.
Sitting there banging
the first thing is if you're being open to listening. I know you've turned down some clients that are being stubborn and they are not willing to listen to you. So I'll include the calendar link somewhere here on the description so they can book a call. Ryan, I know we're going to be doing more videos. I know you have a lot to talk about. We could be talking for hours. Thank you for your time.